YouTube, I'm gonna do this deck profile a bit different than most. Just because I think this might be a bit easier to understand and look at as we're going instead of just the typical grade 0 through 3 or 3 through 0 lineup. So that being said, this is a right chain deck, so that's why I'm deciding to do this. Let me know if y'all like this way for right chain decks. If not, I can do it the other way. But this is a test run, so this is one of my old right chain decks that I've held on to since the set archetype came out in set 8. I've always loved this clan, and I was hoping it would get more support in the future. Nectars finally did get support that wasn't Musketeers, because I'm not a Musketeer fan. I helped my friends, two of my friends build that deck. It's very good, don't get me wrong, but I just prefer this build. I'm sorry, my ticks are acting up a bit today. So, that being said, on to the deck profile. You have to play the starter, obviously, because this is a right chain deck. Nectar, Arboros, Dragon, Ratoon. So, I will explain these. When a card named Arboros, Dragon, Branch rides unit, which is the grade 1 version, look at the top 7 cards, search your deck for up to one card named the grade 2 or the grade 3. And add it to your hand and reshuffle your deck if you hit it. From the top 7, when a Nectar other than a card named Branch rides this card, call this to rearguard. So it is not that big a minus. And it's not that bad if you don't hit the right chain anymore just because of the G-Break and the Strides out now. Also, Stride really helped out right chain decks. Just look at Tsukiyomi, for instance. It's a really good deck and very fucking annoying. That being said, so one Branch, obviously, or one Ratoon. Then I play 4 Branch. His effect is if you have the grade 0 in your soul, he gets plus 1k permanent, so he becomes an 8k. Also, when you ride on top of the Ratoon and he is in your soul, choose any Nectar rearguard and clone a copy from your deck. So you need to make sure you have a card on your rearguard, preferably a grade 1, or I guess one of your stand triggers because they have effects. Then I am playing 1, 2, 3, and 4 Arboros, Dragon, Timber. He also gets plus 1k if the grade 1 is in your soul. When this card rides this the grade 1 in your soul, if choose a Nectar rearguard from your deck. Choose one on your rearguard and clone a copy from your deck. So that's 2 free cards for your turn 2 red. Then for turn 3, I play 3 Arboros, Dragon, Sephiroth. Yes, I said Sephiroth. For you Final Fantasy lovers out there. He has a limit break skill. During your turn, if you have a unit with the same name as one of your units on your Vanguard or rearguard, meaning if you have 2 copies of the same card on the field somewhere, they both get plus 3. It does not stack, so even if you have more than 2 copies, like 3 or 4, it will not go off. You won't get like plus 6, plus 9, whatever. Only plus 3. Be kind of broken. Also, if you have a grade 2 in Soul, he gets plus 1k. And if you ride the grade 3 on top of the grade 2, you clone a copy from your deck, which is very good. So, by your turn 3 ride, you have 2 clones, typically. For the next set of grade 3s, I am playing, obviously, 4. I opted to play 4 and 3 4 of her and 3 Sephiroth because she's a little bit better than Sephiroth. Well, she's actually a lot better than Sephiroth. And you can search for Sephiroth, so he's not that needed at 4. G-Break 2, during your turn, if you have a unit with the same name, same type of skill as Arboros, on your Vanguard rearguard, they get plus 5 instead of plus 3, which is very good. When you stride on top of this card, you can counterblast 1, clone a copy of a card from your deck, and it gets plus 2. Very, very good skill. So, for grade 1s that work with her, I do play 4 copies of Valkyrie of Reclamation Padmini. Same type of thing as Steam Breath Dragon. All of these do the same type of skill. They just add a different grade 3 from your hand. Deck to hand. So choose grade 3 from your hand. Reveal it when this card is placed on field from your hand, which really pissed me off. So even if you clone it, you don't get that skill, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Search your deck for up to one card with Ranunculus in its name, meaning this, because all there is so far. Discard a card from your hand, and if you were to pay for this card for Stride, it gets +2 grades. Very nice. Then I'm playing 4 copies of a G-Break 1, grade 2. When this unit is boosted and attacks a Vanguard, counterblast 1, target card on the field, clone a copy of it from your deck. If y'all don't see the theme here, you are calling shit from deck. It's very consistent. You're cloning shit over and over and over. 3 of her and 3 of her. So 3 Maiden of Cherry Bloom and Maiden of Cherry Stone. When she hits a Vanguard, counterblast 1, soul blast 1, call this card from your deck arrested. When this card boosts and hits, spin this card to the top of the deck, call this card rested. It's just super duper consistency over and over and over. Also lots of pressure because they're typically not going to let that hit. And for the last bit of normal units, I am playing 4 Perfect Guard, obviously. Even when the one that unflip comes out, I will not be playing that for this build, just for the simple fact that she's better and the deck hardly counterblast at all, because as much as you saw counterblast in there, hardly any of that shit's going to hit. I guarantee it. 4 triggers, I am playing 4 of probably the best stand in the game. G-Break 1, spin this card to the top of your deck. Choose 2 cards on the field with the same name. They get +5 until the end of that turn. And then shuffle your deck. So massive numbers. And it's hollow, which is really pretty. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But and then 4 copies of this guy. Or this chick, rather. I don't really know. Yeah, it's a girl. Watering Elf, put in a soul and gets +3. So you are playing 8 stand, which is very good. 4 crit. I love her artwork. Very nice. If anybody can pronounce that, please tell me how, because it's bugging the shit out of me. I don't really. Dimorphotheca? I don't know. It's their like genus names or plant or whatever. And then obviously 4 Hill Trigger with my awesome sleeves. So yeah, 4 Hill Trigger, etc. So onto the strides. Because it's all we have so far, unfortunately, until set G2 and all the new Nectar stuff comes out. We are playing 4 copies of Flower Princess of Spring Borea, I think. So if when you shoot it hits a Vanguard, clone a card from your deck, and it gets +2 until the end of the turn. Very nice. Then I'm also playing 4 copies of this guy, which is very good, which is counterblast 1. When it hits, swings, it gets +2 to the end of that battle. This card is all clans and nations, so yeah, massive numbers. That's the deck, guys. Hope you liked it. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and peace, YouTube.